It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be marched out the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
On first down, right back to Williams. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down at the 15-yard line. That's a huge play for Dallas. 32 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Prescott now. No chance at all. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Brings up second and 17 at the Patriots' 21-yard line.
47.
Dak to throw. That is brought in at the 10. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Third down and 4.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
It's fourth down.
Throwing is Prescott. That's incomplete. Gary Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Throwing right away, it's May. There's a short one to Hooper. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Open man to Mario Douglas. And he's taken down up past the 35. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
First down, Patriots.
Crazy.
Off the play fake, here's May. Moving outside the pocket. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to Arlington in a moment. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Patriots first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and there's nowhere for that back to go.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. Now the Cowboys will take the timeout, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. May to the air once more. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. The Mario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point is good. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead. Much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the end zone, here's Kevontae Turpin. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go.
First down, Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the 3rd quarter begins. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
What's up?
On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Christian Ellis, they're on the stop.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All you know is going to keep this damn bridge. Don't go against the grain and taking off the damn.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Williams.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Third and short. Prescott. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football here, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, New England. Now Gibson. Space to run. Inside the 20. And he's in! Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, New England.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. 180. 26.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That's Carlton Davis bringing it into that one. It is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, here we go.
2nd and 6.
Play fake. Prescott. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Yards to go.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. Down the left sideline. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
47.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll throw again. Jack. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
They run over center with Williams. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Shy of the goal line. 4 yards on the pickup.
3rd and goal for Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here goes tonight.
Off the play fake, it's May. Forced out wide. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
May to throw again. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throw again is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Here goes tonight.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So a 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So following the touchdown, Oregalis is back to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 40.
From the shotgun, it's down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job bring up second down.
35-yard line.
Yeah!
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a big one. This third down.
Yeah, Perry!
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Defensively.
Yeah, here we go.
Again, Prescott to the air. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll go play action with May. He's got it at about the 8. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Can't.
Throwing now is May. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
At their own 27-yard line.
There we go.
Prescott on first down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up second down.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A gain of 12 on the play. Brings up third and long.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
Yeah!
Prescott now. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down. Give up the middle to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Keeping that touch with my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You been driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? It's like this, but you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see soul. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Prescott off play action. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's on here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Yeah! Here we go! Hey, kill! What do you think?
Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right, here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. throwing. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on his opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action now, Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Third and 9 here.
Yeah, here we go. I check right in.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the crowd of those. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Prescott now from the 50. And this is incomplete. Now Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. And again, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Allen now looks to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They can really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd down and 3. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
There we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Kill 47. Kill. 47.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go, 46. 47. 1-8. Here we go, going to 54. 1-8. 26.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 4-8. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 50. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Kill.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Johnson jostles free, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen going to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.